Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. Today we are joined by Tee Templeton.
Yay.
So we're going to start things off with the hardest question of all. Who are you and what have you been up to lately?
Uh, as you said, my name's Tee Templeton. Uh, been up to lately. We are releasing an album that's been in the making for decades. One of the songs on the album is over 30 years old. Another one is only 1 year old. So it's so going through the motions of getting it out there. We just released one song called I Have a Lot of Dreams, and then we're going to release another, and then we're going to release the album.
Awesome.
So,
Very exciting.
yeah, it's pretty wild. This is all like new to me.
What is
especially,
it? Yeah.
Especially an interview. Yeah, okay. What's she gonna ask me?
Yeah. We can talk about, if there's something specific you want to talk about, we can talk about that. I was just going to ask what's it like now? Because you said one of the songs is 30 years old, one is 1 year old. What does it feel like to finally put it all out there?
Um, I've got so many songs to release. This is just the first set. And I really like them all. And that doesn't mean, everybody does or will. But that kind of doesn't matter. I mean, why would you do something if you don't why would you write something if you don't like it? I write for me, I guess. And it's cool when somebody else likes it. I don't remember what the question was.
What's it like to finally put them out there?
Yeah. It's overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff that's got to be done. I know I'm supposed to say it's exciting and a once in a lifetime dream, and it's when in your life you kind of know what you want to do in life,
Mm-hmm.
where you like to go, and the more you start going down that path, the more difficult it is, because it's like you don't have, nobody has small dreams. Well, maybe they do.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't judge other people's dreams, but you kind of like have these big ideas, and it could be that you want to have a half a dozen kids, and then you get a half a dozen kids, and you're like, oh, what the hell am I going to do with all these kids? And so it's I wish upon anyone that their dreams start to come true, and they find themselves overwhelmed, because that means they went for something big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes
No, it
sense.
does. You can be overwhelmed and excited.
Yes. No, exactly. I've just had a lot going on for the last few days, and so I'm I'm actually using this podcast to relax. I listened to a couple of your podcasts, and it's like, okay, yeah, she's cool. We can just have a talk while we're acting like we're waiting for the train.
Yeah,
So
that's what I like it to sound like, because I think it's much more interesting to hear a conversation rather than somebody just ask a bunch of questions.
yeah, I totally agree. And I guess it just goes how it goes.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself doing podcasts?
So I was in college. So it was 2 years ago when this started. I was in my senior spring. I happened to have a lot of free time on my hands. I had pretty much watched every TV show I wanted to, watch, and done, read books, listened, caught up on all my podcasts. It's like, okay, now what? And I was like, you know what? I really want to get started in the music industry. No one's really willing to give you experience if you don't have, or give you a job if you don't have experience. And every internship was like, you need experience. I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to get experience if no one will give me experience? So
Yep.
I said, you know what? I'll make my own.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love that, because if you stop at that point where nobody will give you a job so you can get experience, you actually took that next step, which
Yeah.
is cool. And you got creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
like the end of the month, actually the 28th, is exactly 2 years since the first episode went out, which is crazy.
yeah, no, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And I guess you met a lot of people
Yeah.
through it, like even not even the people you're talking to, but the other people outside of that.
Yeah, the behind the scenes people.
Yeah, yeah, and that's really the industry.
Hmm.
And I'm learning that because I've just been on my own doing my little thing over,
Hmm.
area. And yeah, it's really been cool meeting all of y'all. Um, and everybody cares, and everybody's trying their best,
Hmm.
and they're all humans. They're unpredictable,
Hmm.
just like me, and it's like, oh wow. Yeah, it's a lot of people who love finding themselves in the industry,
Hmm.
and a bunch of people that are, really successful. They started just like you did, like just find a little crack and poke your finger in it and keep pulling it apart,
Yeah.
so you find your place. So cool, cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, you spoke earlier about, achieving your dreams. So, why did you, going off of that, why did I Have a Lot of Dreams come out as the first single off the album?
There's like four that seem to be the ones. It, okay, so I wrote all these songs.
Hmm.
I recorded them. I worked with a guy named James Donahue, who helped me figure out which songs to record, because
Hmm.
I've got like over 100.
Wow.
And again, I don't know what's good and what's not, and he helped me figure that out, like
Hmm.
ones to go for. And through this whole interview, I'm going to continue to not remember what you asked me. It's it's like when you start thinking about
Hmm.
yourself in your head, and then you go, how do I get out of here?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so yeah, so the first those, that's who I handed it over to people once I got it recorded, I got it mixed. Then I get to work with Dana Erickson from Grandstand Media. That was a crazy ass great thing that happened. The manager that I work with now, um, uh, Kevin Pedersen, and there's been a long line of people that I've been handed from one person to the next for all sorts of situations.
Hmm.
And so at this point, I've kind of handed it over to them, and they say what is the best thing to do next,
Hmm.
and what are the songs that they think will play the best in what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I love all of them. I don't, I can't tell. That's so, yeah,
Hmm.
period.
You got to let somebody who knows what they're doing in that field do it.
Yeah, totally. And it's so hard when you've been doing everything the way you want to do it,
Hmm.
to get to that point and hand it over to somebody. I mean, there's like this hand it over, take it back, hand it over, take it back. It's not it. I mean, I think that it applies to, all of life. It's
Hmm.
really hard to trust people when you've been following what you feel like you need to do next. And
Yeah.
sometimes it won't, you got to hand it over to people.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's struggling to hand it over?
Um, uh, Lean into it. You can always take it back. It's
Hmm.
yours. Just lean into it. Try it. If you need to give yourself an escape route, give yourself an escape route. Um, Always have plan B. Don't ever find yourself in the middle of something and you didn't have an out.
Hmm.
Uh, and also sometimes we get in life, we discover there is no out. And then one of those damn things appears.
Hmm.
So I guess it's just trust and just keep breathing, keep eating, keep sleeping, and
All
diving.
important things.
Yes. Just follow that into the grave. You'll be okay. Sorry.
I like it. It's important to keep doing those things.
It is. It really is. And just to feel that things are good and things are okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're all doing the best we can.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, kind of along those lines, when you're struggling for inspiration, what do you do to get re inspired?
Um, I never struggle for inspiration.
That's great.
Um, yeah, it's just, yeah, I mean, if you want to write a song, pick up your guitar, sit at a piano, write some words. Um, yeah, they don't have to be good. None of it. It's this kind of thing of like, I bet when Mozart sat down to write a song, it sucked. I
Hmm.
bet it really sucked. And then it's the thing where you edit it. You change this, that doesn't quite work. You change this, that doesn't flow. You change this, you fix this. Oh, that was better the way it was. You just sit there and edit and edit.
Hmm.
And in a creative world, that's just fun. When, especially when there's nobody that you've got to um, respond to or
Hmm.
answer to, because it's just me in my room.
Yeah.
And the beauty is that in this world today, we all can record, you know, you know, GarageBand. If you don't have the money, you can put out some of the most incredible things. I mean, for my early years, you had to go into a big studio and you had to have a label to do it. And then 4-track cassette recorders showed up. And then, anybody could record 4 tracks and
Hmm.
blend that. And there's all of a sudden we got to hear all this incredible music from these people that were in their bedroom and uncomfortable with everything else, but they were not uncomfortable with sharing it with their friends.
Hmm.
And just things happen. Uh, so I don't know where I am with all this.
What advice would you give to somebody who is kind of struggling with, the editing of their songs that just feel they're not good enough?
I mean, you got to share it with somebody. You got a good friend,
Hmm.
and if you don't, then you just enjoy making stuff and you don't never share it with anybody. That's okay too. Um, yeah, you gotta find some person that you. I mean, it's um, there's this thing that I do with a friend. We've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, and it's called High Noon. And every other week on Monday at 12 o'clock, you have to send a song.
Hmm.
You have to create a song, make it up. It can be, you can burp into the mic and that's a song. It doesn't matter. And that's what we've been doing. Every 2 weeks, you send another um, song.
Hmm.
And some of the songs that are on this album came from that.
Oh, wow.
And when you have to send something in 2 weeks, sometimes, I mean, it literally is pick up the guitar, do a voice memo,
Hmm.
make up words as you go along. And it can be, yes, yeah, yeah, no. It, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's the beauty of having an exercise like that with a friend,
Yeah.
where you just send them whatever you come up with every 2 weeks or every week or every day, whatever works for you. And it makes us like on Monday, I'm due to send one and I haven't started anything, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, but you just put a drum machine on or put a drum beat on and just start playing over it and then sing over whatever you played. And there you go. That's high noon. Or you spend tons of time on it because you've
Hmm.
got tons of time. So yeah, that's yeah, find the community.
I like that. I think having that accountability for yourself is really helpful. And it helps to have someone else that's in on it.
Yeah, yeah. And a good friend that nobody judges each other. You look for whatever is in it.
Hmm.
Uh, he's a lot more busy than I am. So sometimes, he's got nothing but a voice memo of some beat that he's, you know, popping out through his mouth.
Hmm.
But it could be the makes of something he's going to do down the road.
Right.
Um, and he's a good friend, and it's an excuse just to call each other and talk about it. Yeah,
How long have you guys been doing it for?
I think we're like 4 or 5 years. I mean, we're up to number 160 something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really, no, it's stupid. It's yeah, it's pretty stupid. But I would encourage, like I've got something, some kind of wisdom to say, is just find somebody that and you send each other shit back and forth.
Hmm.
And there's another thing you can do is where you send somebody a drum track and send it back to you as a drum track with a bass on it, and you send it back to them with the drum, bass, and guitar, and you build a song together. I
Hmm.
used to do that with friends.
That's another cool way to do it.
It is. You can do that writing, you can do that probably painting, you can do that any way you want, and it's kind of cool. Um, yeah.
Those are really creative ways to make sure that you don't stop creating.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of people who do YouTube classes. I mean, like famous people that do stuff.
Hmm.
Like I think Brian Eno has a class that you can take, and he you have exercises of different ways to create a song for this time, and I forget what one of them was like. Grab words from I can't remember what it was. I didn't do that one. I've done other ones for like mixing and
Hmm.
like that, and producing. There's great people out there, and yeah, yeah, community.
Hmm. Yeah, I think what you were saying earlier about people being able to create their own music from home is so special about this time. And then also, as you were saying, like all the YouTube videos you can find on how to, make it sound professional from home.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all I'm doing. It is. It's like if I don't know how to do something, you just hop on YouTube, and it's like,
Hmm.
how do you make a guitar sound warmer, or how do you take out the harshness in a snare? And there's some dude that sits there and he'll tell you, and he just wants you to like the thing or subscribe or whatever. and
Hmm.
and these people are really great at what they're and they exist because they are what's the term, um not, you're drawn to them. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
like them. They're fun to listen to. They know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's important to sometimes realize I don't know everything and I need help.
Oh yeah, totally. And there's no need. to know everything. You don't have to keep up with it.
Hmm.
You just hop on a YouTube video. The guy tells you how to do it. You turn it off and you go do it.
Yeah.
It's like in the moment, just crank. It can be, how do I write words for blah, blah, blah. And there's going to be some person giving you their experience. And then you can take a little tiny seed of it and go off and do what you want to do and not do everything they suggest by any means. And the
Hmm.
best people I find are the ones that tell you how to do it and then tell you, or you can do it any other way that you want to do it. It's freedom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is really interesting just to kind of see people learn to do it all on their own.
Yeah. Yep. That's the world we live in now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, in good ways and in, challenging ways.
Yeah. What would you say is the thing that you did not expect when working on this album?
Um,
Or I guess the most challenging aspect of it?
it is dealing with people, you
Hmm.
know, and their whole humanness side to them. And they're all great, but it's when something means a lot to you, it's hard to let go, like we've been talking about. Um, but there's so many cool things that happen, and so many, um, yeah, there's just cool things that happen that you get to meet people that are unbelievable at what they do, and you meet people that are challenged by what they do, and they overcome those and end up doing really amazing
Hmm.
things, and yeah, it's people making themselves available. It's just like when you started. What was it like, that first podcast?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
I'd never interviewed somebody before.
right, right. Do you ever go back and listen to that one?
I try not to. Sometimes though, my brother will listen to old episodes and be like, "You should do this instead now." I'm like, "That was over 2 years. That was 2 years ago. I don't do that anymore. I've
Yeah,
learned."
yeah, yep, yeah. It's that one of those things about putting yourself out there is you have to be ready for the cringe factor, which is when it's over with and you go back and you look at what you did and you just cringe.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting, since this is my first interview. I'm waiting to experience the cringe factor after we finish. If I even listen to this, I'm not sure I will.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I understand. Somebody once asked me if I listened to my episodes when I put them out. It's like, why would I? I did the interview, then I edited the episode, so I've kind of listened to it twice already.
yeah, 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 and it's yeah, yeah. I mean, I listen to my stuff a ton because I like it, and I just
Hmm.
keep listening to it, and I like it. Not because I think I'm great, but I just enjoy it because I did it because it felt good.
Yeah.
Um, in your I don't know what you call your artistic endeavor here, but you know what I mean. In what you create, it kind of is in the moment.
Hmm.
That is kind of what it's about, is capturing that moment,
Right.
um, with all its rawness. And I mean, we're sitting here being human, you know. God knows what we're riffing off of from like when we were in third grade and something happened. We're riffing off of stuff from, you know, our whole life
Hmm.
to, to come up with whatever the hell we're going to say now or next.
I like that. That's an interesting perspective. Never
Uh,
thought about it that way.
yeah, no, it's that thing of like, yeah, when you get to the very end, hey, we're things are happening constantly, right?
Hmm.
You don't know what's good. You think you know what's good and what's bad.
Right.
You kind of try to go towards what's good, and you do the best you can with, what's bad. But not until that last very moment before you shut your eyes do you go, "Oh, that was actually good. Oh, we thought that was bad."
Hmm.
Well, and that thing that I thought was really bad was really good was, man, that screwed me up for years.
Hmm.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be putting out a book on T's wisdom. Uh,
Really? You should. I like it.
yeah, it's just because I've been around for a long time, and you gotta, yeah. I have no plan B to get out of that last sentence. So,
Before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you wanted to mention or talk about today?
no, not at all.
Okay.
Bunch of great people. Um, got a bunch of great musicians that this was not built out of everybody in the same studio. These are people doing stuff at home and sending tracks
Hmm.
and adding them. So this is, yeah, um, yeah, a bunch of names to mention, but I won't because it's a ton of them. Anyway, done. What would you like?
The last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, I didn't make it all the way to the end of one of your episodes. I didn't know that was going to be your question. Oh my God. Why didn't I just hop to the end? Uh, um, ask it one more time and I'll just make up something.
What is the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, um, I don't know. Um, the, what do you, what do you, what do you call, what do you call that kind of popcorn that's coated in sugar, and it's all different? Cosmopolitan. Isn't that what he used to call it? It was all the different colors, or this
I
is
think
probably,
so.
um, yeah, not like the magazine. Just tons of experiences, putting yourself in all sorts of situations and don't feel like you're stuck because you're not.
Hmm.
Um, do something else, do something different, try something new. Um, and again, yeah, that's it. If that makes any sense. I
It
don't know.
does. Yeah. So, for all of our listeners who want to stay updated on you, hear the album when it comes out, where can they find you?
Um, well, my name's T, like a golf T, Tee in Templeton. Uh, it'll be all on all streaming platforms. Um, there's a let me do a shout out for Chase Wagner, who made a video for this song. I don't know if you saw it,
I
but
did. It's really cool.
oh, it's insane. It's a psychedelic nightmare, and it's so fun. And I'm not in it, which that works really well for me. And what he did is insane. So that if anybody, yeah, hop on YouTube. It's there. Just search on my name, and it's worth the watch. It's crazy. It's fun. He did it. It was fun working with him on it. So
Well,
that's I
yeah.
answered some question there. All right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Thanks for having me on your show.
Of course. Have a nice rest of your day.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Bye.